What's good, Hilux fans? It's been 5 years since I rolled my car, and I am determined to get this thing back on the road. So like, subscribe, and hopefully, in the end, we'll go sideways again together.
Yes, I've had a week off the car, and that's bad because we need to make progress. But this weekend, we're going to get back on the car. So we got it all painted, and now, this weekend, we're going to get the loom out, because my plan is to pull this loom out and go get that loom that goes on the supercharged motor and pull that loom out and put that loom in here and put the fuse box and everything. I'll just take it all out of there, all of it, and put it in here. But to get this out, well, it comes out of here. There was a disconnect there, right? Here's the rest of it. Why does it come out of there and then go back in there? This doesn't make any sense. Comes out of there and then goes back in there. I'm not sure why it's like that, but on the other side, it does the same as well. So, right, Hilux fans, it's gotten dark. The days are short now, or getting shorter. But as I was saying, it comes through this passenger side, and just in here, there is a disconnect block. It's in there, you just unplug it. But it was a bit of a pain in the ass to get to, so pulling off the glove box and everything has made it easier. But this whole dashboard is about to come off because I've got no idea what happens on that side over there. Let's go take a look at that scenario. Let's have a look at my plan to just remove the whole loom. There's a bunch of stuff going on here. I can't really see what it is, but the plan is to take the dashboard out and then maybe we can unplug that loom and get it out. So to get this dashboard out, pretty easy. I'm not going to film how I pulled the glove box out and that sort of thing. It's just a couple of screws. It's pretty basic. And then there are more screws, you know, just at every other bloody point. You just work your way around, taking the screws out. But so yeah, this has to come off to get this dashboard off, I guess. And right at the back there were a couple more bigger bolts like these ones. And where else were there screws? I mean, yeah, I showed you here, and there. Just there's one there, and there's another one there. So two big ones at the front, 1, 2, and then one big one at the back there. And it seems like, oh, it's ready. Ladies and gentlemen, hold my beer. We're doing this. Have a look at this joke. This puzzle here. I think I have to take the steering wheel off. Excuse me. Yeah. Take the steering wheel off. Get the dashboard out. Here's a fun fact. You don't have to pull the steering wheel off if you push it that direction. That's where I'll leave it tonight. Bit scary looking, but this is what we've got to get out this. And hopefully it's just got lots of connectors to stuff, so it comes out easy. We'll see. Yes, it's the weekend. It's the weekend, and that means I get a couple of hours, good hours, in the daylight to try and get this sorted. So, the darkness, we got that dashboard apart. Now, let me just tell you, I have no idea what I'm doing, and there's probably a much better way to do most of this, but here's what I figured out so far. There's a wire behind there that goes up. Probably that, right? I don't think there's much else. And then there's a bunch of wires that go through here, and there's no door speakers. So, that's got to be the tail lights. And then I followed the tail lights from the back of the car, and they go up. They go along here, and then they get to here. Can we see that? There. They go up there. So, I'm figuring what we might do is cut this here and rejoin it. You know, that's probably not the ideal way, but it's the easier way. And then I'll cut that and then rejoin it. That'll be easier than pulling all this apart. Now, what else have we got running here? We got this thing with the fuses in it. I just reckon that'll be coming out completely. And that thing coming out completely. And hopefully there's a lot more of these disconnects as we go. And we'll just try to get the spaghetti monster out. So I think the next step is to disconnect as much as I can and then have a look at this thing down here. All right, this says flasher. That was easy. Now I'm gonna disconnect this. That was easy. Ew. I've got these extra wires here. I think somebody added high beams, but we'll get rid of them. We'll pull them through. If they go through the other side, we'll get rid of these. Right, so now got this fuse block thing, and there's a little tab at the top. Just push that up. Push that up, and then jiggle. Yep, that's that. And then down here, there's a little bit of a operation. Put the bolt back in the hole. I've just put the bolt back in the hole. Now there's a brown earth here. Comment below if all ground wires are brown with black stripes, if that's a thing. Put the bolt back in the hole. Well, look, that's not brown. So, white with a black stripe. Okay, put the bolt back in the hole. This is ground to body, so we'll print out a couple of reminders to stick on these. There we go, ground to body. We're learning as we go. You know what? All of these are on plugs. Just about got it all out. I reckon, you know, if you were a panel beater, you get really familiar with how to get all these out. Now, this hoopy thing is in the way. So, I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but they didn't break, and that's how I've done it. Alright. That's that. There we go. Okay, so there's a red wire here. The disconnect. That's for this door poppy thingy. That's how the cab light works, I guess. I'm outside the car now, and this thing back in there, up there. And it looks like we can pull this out, and we should be able to thread that back through there. There is a light as well that hangs off that, but that's it, and then that should go back through there. Got those out of there. Alright, so that's out. Now we got indicator and horn to remove. That's probably a light. Remove those. Right, so now I want to get this off of here and take it off very carefully without breaking these little clips. I had to put the camera down. I couldn't do that one-handed, but I got the clips out without breaking them. So that's good news. And then push this through here. Wow. That actually feels like we're making progress. Cool beans. have a look at this. I labeled these. I used a biro. I thought that'd hold on. Starter. Good thing I got my label machine. I'll remake that one. Starter. And now, in theory, labeling all of this is just for practice because I'm getting rid of this loom completely. But I am surprised just how quickly you can forget what stuff is. When I pulled this fender off, what was this connected to? What was that connected to? Couldn't be connected to anything. I think these are extra, but just shows you how quickly you can forget. When you get to this thing, it's not too hard. You just do it like that. Push. In it goes. All of this looks like it will come off in one go if I can disconnect that connector back there. But as you see, that's in a real spot. I can't believe it. I did it. I got that plug off. So this is a big moment. Big moment. Oh, that's a problem. I did it. I did it, YouTube. Check this out. Get in there. Oh my God. Ta-da. Back inside the car. And this one that went up here, it's got a disconnect on it. And this one also got a disconnect on it. So that's awesome. And once that's done, then all of this should come up this way. And then work my way over there and pull that out. Lovely jubbly. It's all coming together. I'm filming everything just so I can get it, back together properly. I'll take this little screw out here. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm almost there on this side. I've just labeled key barrel. Goes there. And then these two came out of the steering column. You can't put them in the wrong way. So, I don't feel like I have to label those. Key barrel. And there's nowhere else they will reach. So it's not going to be confusing. A bit more pulling off here and I think we're ready. Okay, so that's the handbrake connector. And then this connector is come out of that bracket there. I don't know what it is, but it was bloody hard to get to. I had to bend that bracket around, yank it out the back. And yeah, that sucks. Getting to that thing. Right, I pulled it through. And then I had to take these out. They're not bolted in, they just fall out. And got to cut it free from there. And now that it's free from there, it's attached on the back of here. There's a couple more clips to undo. I don't know why this is like this. It doesn't seem normal, but that's wired in over there. It's got a light on it. Obviously that runs on the illumination circuit, but where's that meant to plug in? Don't know. I'm gonna cut that there. This could be important. We've got to remember that there is a green and pink wire that has to be earthed. Please, we're on the home run now. We've got this thing to this thing, so we'll just disconnect there, and then that thing, maybe that's it, maybe. Right, I don't know what this is, but this thing over here, Denso. It's got to be something to do with fuel, maybe. Maybe? Do Denso make fuel pumps? Maybe they do. Never say you're almost there, because then there's heaps more stuff. Of course there is, isn't there? What is this thing? Don't tell me that's the computer. It's pretty bloody small. No wonder the car's not very powerful. Can't be powerful with a little box like that. It doesn't look very powerful at all. Alright, so I freed this thing, and I've got a funny feeling preheater timing. But that could be the preheater timing box. That's what I reckon it might be. Then we got the door switch again on this side. Then we're getting closer. Then, behind this air conditioning thingy, there's this last plug, and it is so hard to see back there. Reach around the back, and that's there. So you can just put your finger in and pull like a trigger. It comes out. And then, that's it. I think we're there. So gotta push this plug back inside. Like that. Feed that through. Wait. There's a cheeky deaky earth connected there. Look at this. Unbelievable. 2 hours and we're done. Oh, yes.